Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah Lebrat, and today we are going to be going through the notes app that I have on my phone that I have labeled potential. And basically it's whenever I run across a really inspiring TikTok or Instagram reel, I basically just copy the link into this note to save it for later so that when I'm feeling uninspired, I can go back through and watch some things that I know will be inspiring to me. And I'm watching this on my old broken phone, but like I have a lot of them saved. And I tend to write a small reminder with it of like the gist of what's in it, just so that it's a little bit easier to find if I'm looking for a specific one, rather than just scrolling through a lot of unnamed links. But today I thought it would be fun to go through some of these and share them with you on things that just remind me of my potential and the things that I'm capable of and the things that are possible of achieving. And so if you go on to enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a big thumbs up, because that really supports my channel. And now without further ado, let's get into looking at TikToks and Instagram reels that I find motivating and inspirational. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put the audio in for that one, but it's Hall of Fame by The Script, and it's basically just the vibe, which sometimes I don't like that word, and right now I don't like that word, but it's also the best one that applies. And basically the reason that I saved this one is it was just the feeling of like being a successful author and like all of the things that are, you know, stereotypically a part of being an author, and that's like the gorgeous New York apartment, the Netflix deal, the Barnes and Noble book signings, all of those things. It just gives me like the warm fuzzy feelings. Okay, I think this one was cute. How I have it labeled in my notes is be your own motivation. Out to play ball so we could ruin them. Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was fine. I miss that show. I wish it was still going. Maybe I should rewatch it. But it's okay to be your own motivation. And if that's what works, that's awesome.
I think we all have passions, and you don't get to choose them. They pick you, but you have to be alert to them. You have to be looking for them. And when you find your passion, it's a fantastic gift for you because it gives you direction, it gives you purpose. You could have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And the best thing is to have a calling. And if you find your passion, you'll have that, and all your work won't feel like work to you. This one is really sweet. I consider myself to be very, very lucky that I knew from such a young age that I wanted to be a creative, and since about high school knowing that I wanted to be an author, and then more recently knowing that I work out so that I can climb mountains and, you know, be outside and be in nature and adventuring. And I feel very, very lucky because both of those feel like callings, and I'm working towards getting those callings to become an income source for me so that I don't need to keep working like a 9-to-5 job, even though my job is not currently 9-to-5, and hoping to get those callings and passions into a place where they financially support me, as well as supporting my soul and giving me the feeling of a purpose. Remembering that life comes from me and not at me, and that I lead a rewarding life that gets better every day. And that's why I saved this one, is because of the life comes from me and not at me. I am getting much better at not being as reactive of a person to my surroundings and acting on things, and not necessarily waiting for myself to become reactive to my circumstances. And so I saved this one just because it was such a good reminder that life comes from me and not at me, that life is something that I'm getting to experience and not that's like being forced upon me. I feel kind of silly that this one is over like a Tom Holland fan edit, but I think the message is important, and it's kind of out of spite, but I don't think that spite is the worst thing ever. At first, no one believed in me, and now they can't believe it's me. And I've had a lot of people, not within my family, but in like friend groups and everything, that don't believe that I can make it as a creative person. And I am working on proving a lot of people wrong, and I know that I'm not alone in that. But this one is just a very fun reminder of that like when you are really successful, people are like gonna be like shocked. And if you need to use that as motivation for anything, feel free to use it.
You're getting distracted again. You got dreams to chase, not people to impress. Wake up
I seem to always come across this kind of Instagram reel or TikTok whenever I am starting to feel a little bit more peer pressured by those around me. And they always seem to pop up at the right point in time where I need that friendly reminder of like, it doesn't matter what other people think of you as long as you are chasing your goals and as long as you like yourself, everything is going to be just fine. But stay focused, get back to your goals. I think this one is more about cutting people out of your life, but
a friend of mine said this to someone and I thought it was absolutely amazing, so I'm sharing it. I have not worked as hard as I have to build the life that I have for myself for you to come in and disrespect it. So if you cannot meet me where I have met myself, you can move on.
This one actually popped up again for me today, and I felt like it was a very healthy reminder. You can take this into perspective on any part of your life, but I have not worked as hard as I have to build the life that I have for myself for you to come in and disrespect it. Just a good reminder, just a good freaking reminder. Okay, this one I have been dealing with a lot recently, and I titled it Delayed Gratification.
The reason most people fail is because they give up what they want most for what they want now.
The reason most people fail is because they give up what they want most for what they want now. I feel like this is very prevalent in trying to do something as huge as writing a book, because you have to prioritize it for so long in order to actually finish it and in order to actually get to that finish line. And so I feel like delayed gratification is even worse for that, because for me, for example, I have been working on my project DE, which is a high fantasy written from 3 points of view, for almost 6 years. In July 17th will be the 6-year anniversary since I had the idea for that book. And I'm still working on it. And I feel like something that I've been battling with recently is the delayed gratification, and that in order to accomplish the things that I really, really want in life, I can't continue to choose what is immediately gratifying for me, and I need to be able to put that off and enjoy the journey of creating something as massive as a book and prioritizing that delayed gratification in order to get what I really want.
What if everything works out? Can you imagine if you went through life thinking, what if it works out for me? What if the heartbreak that you're dealing with or the pain that you're dealing with, what if it's all just a dot on the map of your life connecting you to something amazing? What if it's preparing you for something? What if it all works out for you?
This concept of what if everything works out is a very powerful one that I've also been having to remind myself of, because I feel like it's very easy for us to get very in our heads about negative things in our lives. And I think I can speak for a lot of us when I say that a lot of our brains go to very negative places and we kind of jump to the worst case scenario, when in reality, what if we just started thinking like, what if everything works out? What if I get everything that I want? What if everything that I want is aligned for me, or if it isn't aligned, something better is going to come out of it? I really think that this mindset, along with the delayed gratification and working towards your goals, is really, really something that I'm working on right now, with just more of the positive mindset, because thinking negatively isn't going to get me anywhere. Whereas thinking positively might actually put me in a position to get stuff done that then I might actually be able to achieve the things that I want in life.
And that's when I realised the only way to make something amazing happen is to go and make something amazing happen.
Okay, this one makes me like tear up every single time. And I feel like it goes hand in hand with the last couple reels we've watched, that in order to make something amazing happen, you have to go out and be the one to make something amazing happen. It's not going to fall into your lap. No one else is going to give it to you, but you have the power to go out and make that happen. Also, as I'm going, I've noticed that I haven't liked all of them. And so after I watch them, I am liking them, just so that's out there. Honestly, just romanticize your life. Don't even bother what people think. Stop trying to impress and just do the small things you enjoy. Why shouldn't you spend your time on earth loving your life? This one was a healthy reminder once I was pretty newly moved out to Utah, that in reality, other people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they are, at least not in a negative way. And even if they are, what other people think of you is none of your business. And that has been such a freeing thing to realize. But what's important for your time here on earth is that you enjoy what you're doing. And for me, that's the realization of writing and hiking and being out in nature, because I like creating things and I like feeling connected to nature. Those are the two things that feel like callings. Those are the two things that feel like a purpose for me. And I just love the reminder to stop trying to impress people that honestly probably don't care.
What would you do if I told you you were only 6 months away? 6 months away from the life you've always dreamt of, the health you've always dreamt of, the job, the lifestyle, the body of work you've always dreamt of? What if I told you that success was guaranteed and that person you've always dreamt of being was only 6 months away?
I've seen and saved, quite frankly, a lot of these like 6-month dream life reels just as a friendly reminder, because your life can change so much in 6 months, which is just crazy. But I just like saving these because it feels like such a healthy reminder that you can change your life so much in 6 months, and you can spend the next 6 months working towards your goals. And if you don't hit them in 6 months, you are that much closer to them being accomplished. And I love this mentality of like always being in control of your life and being more active and not as reactive to your circumstances, because you are fully capable of changing the things that need to be changed and working towards the things you want. But I have saved a lot of these. I have watched a lot of these videos. I have watched a lot of 6-month videos on YouTube. I'm considering making one with like 6-month goals for myself. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comments below, because I am considering it and just haven't actually filmed it yet, because I'm not sure if that's something that you guys would want to see.
Think about nobody else. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to fucking beat, and that's me.
I feel like this ties in so well to the 6-month concept of you are fully capable, and the only person that you should be in competition with is yourself. I think this one's kind of funny because it's over a basketball reference that I do not understand at all, and could very easily just be like a high school basketball match game? A high school basketball game. But it's the quote that I wanted to save, which is why I saved the link. But it's work like the whole world is watching and one day they will be. Again, there's no reason to undervalue yourself and to think that you're not actually capable of the things that you're capable of, because the worst possible outcome is feeling really good about yourself and the things that you've accomplished. And if you're working towards your goals, this could very easily be you someday, where the whole world is watching. I mean, think about your favorite author. They worked for probably years in an office alone, working on books that were either not published for years or went published and unloved for years, until it found a reader like you. And now you want to buy every single one of that author's books. Just an example, but like, work like the world is watching and one day they will be. I freaking love this one. And again, I feel like it lines up with the whole 6-month concept. Work towards your goals. Because working towards your goals is the only way that you are going to eventually achieve those goals. Okay, this one's another funny fan edit of Tommy Shelby from Peaky Blinders, which is honestly one of my favorite TV shows right now. I'm very much looking forward to season 6, which is also going to be the last season, which is really sad. But again, it's the quote that matters on this one, and it's, if your dreams don't scare you, they're too small. And again, it's just such a good reminder. There's also a very similar one that's something along the lines of like, if your dreams don't scare away small-minded people, they're too small, or like they're not big enough, or something along those lines. Or if people don't try to stop you from your dreams, they're too small. And it's just, again, a good reminder to like just dream really, really big, because what's the downside? There are downsides to dreaming small, but there are no downsides to dreaming big, because you could actually accomplish that.
If you don't give up, it's really hard to stop you.
Yeah.
Like if you're fucking relentless, and refusing to let other people tell you who they think you are when they don't know you, it's gonna be really hard to stop that person who abides by that.
If you don't give up, it's really hard to stop you. I think that that pretty much goes without any commentary.
No tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
2022 is very personal. I owe myself a lot. Friendly reminder to go out and chase your dreams. Because why not do it this year? Again, you have nothing to lose in chasing your dreams. That seems to be a common theme here, but it's true. Oh, this one will be good. I labeled it spite. Again, it's another Peaky Blinders edit, but it's true. Again, spite can be a great motivator.
Bitch, I'm cruising down the block in my ghetto ass whip. When I say what I mean, don't give me no lip. I be getting up.
Again, always dream bigger. Always dream big. Meet me at the top, the bottom is too crowded. Again, a friendly reminder to dream big because you freaking can. And you can achieve some of those things, and you might be able to surprise yourself in what you can achieve because your dreams are so big. And not everybody dreams big, and not everybody works towards those big dreams. So why not be the person that does it?
So here's a better one. Pretend there's a documentary crew filming your success story, and they're following you around right now. What would you do? What would you do if you knew that there was a crew following you around with cameras documenting your future incredible success, and they want to catch you in the act of it all? You would do all the right things. You'd have to.
I feel like this one is a really good reminder for when I'm feeling really lethargic and I feel kind of down on my goals and my dreams. And realistically, like, I don't watch this one very often, but when I do, it's just a good reminder to like get back to work. Because this whole concept of if a documentary crew was following you around, you would be working far harder just because of the external pressure. And so you can almost put a little bit of that motivating pressure on yourself by thinking, what if I was being watched right now? What if there was a crew documenting my success story and they were here filming me right now? I wouldn't be sitting here scrolling through Instagram. I would be working on my book. I would be working on my goals. I would be working on whatever it is because of that little bit of external pressure. If that helps you. If not, don't think that. And that is just fine. Another Peaky Blinders edit. You can tell what my Instagram algorithm has been showing me recently. But again, I saved this one for the quote, and that was, don't settle for average when you have the ability to achieve greatness, which again, just relates to everything else I've talked about in this video and the whole reason for this note that I have on my phone called potential.
If you're supposed to be at work on Friday, let's say at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., you're gonna be there. If you work in a restaurant and your boss tells you to take out the trash, you're gonna take out the trash. But when you tell yourself that you're gonna start a YouTube channel on Friday, or when you tell yourself you're gonna pivot in another direction September 1st, and you don't, why? There's a lack of respect. There's a lack of respect for yourself.
When I first saw this one, it was a little bit of like a wake-up call on how responsible I am to other people and how I was starting to slack off on following up the things that I was telling myself I would do. And so that's why I had to save this one, is because it's just a good reminder that when you make promises to yourself, you need to follow up on those just as much as you follow up on your promises to other people. So when you tell yourself you're gonna write, when you tell yourself you're gonna start a YouTube channel, when you tell yourself you're gonna go to bed or get off of social media, you actually need to do that to start holding yourself accountable to yourself. And that was just a really good reminder that your promises that you make to yourself are just as important, if not more important, to the promises that you tell other people and that you hold yourself accountable to for other people. And again, it's how you get things done, because then you start to trust yourself with, when I say that I'm actually gonna do this, it means that I'm actually gonna go out and do this. Here's another one on keeping promises to yourself.
Self-confidence is really someone who keeps promises to themselves, because self-confidence is really like your reputation with yourself. If you've got a great reputation with yourself, and you know you can trust you, you're not so concerned about your reputation and what other people think about you.
That's right.
So if you're always worried about what people think about you, it's because you really don't think great about yourself. And you don't think great about yourself because you lack self-confidence.
Keep your promises to yourself. It's huge. Just keep your promises to yourself.
Friendly reminder. You let your bad days affect you way too much. You don't let your good days affect you enough. Flip that.
I found this guy today. I binge watched a bunch of his reels because they're so good. And they're all done with this layout of friendly reminder and then something. And this one, I took very personally today because I feel like I have been letting the bad days kind of overwhelm the good days. And I really need to just be focusing on how well things are going for me the majority of the time. And yeah, everybody has bad days and that's okay. And that's just part of being a human. But I need to focus on the good days more and give the good days more weight than I give the bad days and forgive myself for the bad days. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. I think that's where we need to stop today because that is, again, basically the gist of this video. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will, because at least if you're failing, it means you're trying, and if you continue to try, eventually something is going to work. So with that, this is the friendly reminder to dream big, to chase down your goals, to actively work towards the things that you want in life. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought that this was really, really fun. If you enjoyed this and want to see more like it, make sure you hit that big thumbs up button because it really supports my channel, as well as letting me know down in the comments below if you want to see more of my saved TikToks and Reels from this potential note that I have saved on my phone. If this is somehow the first video that you are finding of mine, I'm Sarah Labrat. I make videos about writing and the writing process and eventually trying to get published. And so if you want to see more like it from me, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button because I am posting videos at least every week, although I'm kind of back to trying to post twice a week. And so with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Sarah Labrat and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.